Peace, people. Welcome to the latest episode of the Rough Draft. I am your host, Kevin Alberto Sabio, and in this episode of Rough Draft, I'll be highlighting my Latino characters in my novels. Thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of the Rough Draft as we are continuing to celebrate Latino Heritage Month. A couple of housekeeping things. We are now in the month of October. So this is the second half of Latino Heritage Month, and also it marks 5 months since the release of Second Chance Points, my latest novel. Also, since it's October, it is also my birthday month. So within the next few days, actually on October 8th specifically, I'll be turning 48 years old. Clap it up. So getting on to the matter at hand. Welcome to this Latino Heritage Month episode. It is kind of reminiscent of episode 10 that I did way back when, early in this series. So this is kind of a continuation for this year. I want to highlight a number of my Latino characters that I have in some of my novels. Some of them are Afro Latino, others are just Latino. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, since Second Chance Points is the most recent book that I released, I want to highlight my character Maritza Martinez. She is actually the point guard of the team that Ajoa plays for. Even though Second Chance Points pretty much revolves around the main character of Ajoa Carrington, Maritza does play an important part in the team. Because the game plan was to have the team restructured basically around Ajoa's playing skills. So they were going to move her from the point guard position to the shooting guard position. And Maritza Martinez was a player that they drafted to take over the point guard duties. I don't give her a whole lot of dialogue in the book, but I do feature her a lot, specifically after transition of the team going from a very bad team to actually being a very competitive and good team. And towards the end of the novel, I do give her a little bit more dialogue than what you initially see of her. But I don't expressly say that she's an Afro Latina character, but to me, she does have melanination. Another character that I would like to highlight from one of my other novels is he's actually from my novel, The Chronicles of the Black Fist, Fear of the People, or Book 2 in the Black Fist book series. He's the character known as the Street Soldier. So with the Street Soldier, he is actually well, his identity is Cabral Davila. He is actually Cape Verdean and Afro Brazilian. So I thought he was going to be an interesting character. If you bought book 2 of the Black Fist, the Chronicles of the Black Fist, he's actually in there pretty much in I'd say the second half of the book. Um, I'm giving him a little bit more shine in the book 3 that I'm still continuing to try and finish writing, and I'm gonna have him also present in book 4. He's a very tough, hard-nosed character. He's somebody who I really liked. He's somebody who's very dedicated and driven. Um, he was somebody that I wanted to give as basically a Robin type of character to the Black Fist. So he has his own style. You know what I'm saying? He's not as, I would say, militantly focused. He's kind of more street with it. You know what I'm saying? He knows about consciousness, but wasn't necessarily raised in the movement. So that's why I kind of give him the superhero name, the Street Soldier, because he is kind of more of a street level fighter, not as definitely. He's got the politics, but not really the cultural grasp. If that makes any sense to you guys. Also, I would like to highlight my character Amy Gutierrez from my novel Suicide Amy. Yeah, Amy is actually the main character in that particular project. She is expressly Afro Latina. She was somebody who I thought was very important to write about, dealing with issues of suicide and depression and other things that actually affect our community, especially those of us on the lower spectrum, as far as like not being very high on the economic ladder. Her representation to me was very important because especially when it was originally as a screenplay, that was basically my very first script I'd ever written. So I'm very proud of that story. I'm very proud of that character and how well I developed her. And especially see her progression from the very beginning of the book and see what it was that led up to her demise, I think made her very well rounded and very fleshed out and somebody that I was very, very proud to have created. Also, I would like to highlight some of my other characters. Definitely Dasha Bagan from my novel Seductress Web of Desire. I actually love that character. Dasha was actually originally supposed to be from another project, but I actually had to, when I redid a particular project, I had to remove her. But I like the character so much, I ended up recycling her, and she ended up being the main character for the novel Seductra. Um, Out of all my characters, I believe she's the only one who will actually give a nationality to. So she's Dominican and Puerto Rican or Domibori. You know what I'm saying? So I like that story. I like her character. Very well fleshed out. I think she's very identifiable. I think she's actually a very likable character as well. So and the story is just like it's something that's very interesting as well. It's a person who's going through struggle. You know, say it's not, at least I feel personally, that's not formulaic. It's something that I think anybody can relate to who's actually struggling and might have to do something that they don't really like in order to get ahead in life. Also, I would like to talk about one of my favorite novels that I've written called Fiesta Girl. Fiesta Girl focuses on two main Afro Latino characters, Rita Lebron and Alonso Carrion. So this was just to me a very basic love story. It was something that to me was very heartfelt. I put a lot of stuff into that, and especially with the story revolving around Afro Latino characters and just a black love story. To me, was very important to have that being done. I just wish the reception to it would be a lot better than what I've gotten as far as sales are concerned. But it's very interesting. It's very deep. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of creativity in it. I mean, the song lyrics, the poetry, my idea for a TV show dedicated to like dance music, fashion. There's just like a lot of personal elements that I put in there that I just wish that a lot of people would have supported when the book first dropped. And also, I would like to talk about another project of mine called The Mere Nights. Now, with the Mirrored Nights, it is my erotica novel, but I wanted it to be a little bit different. I didn't want it to be something that was raunchy. I wanted it to be something that was grown and sexy. That particular project focuses on the main character of Darius Delgado. Again, I don't expressly mention his nationality, but he is an Afro Latino character, and he's somebody that's just going out there and trying to make ends meet because he's kind of suffering at the time when he actually enters into the sex world and starts working as a male escort. But he wants to do something different with it. He's more of like the what would be called a boyfriend experience or BFE. You know what I'm saying? Because like with women they have GFE, girlfriend experience. So he wanted to do something similar on the other side for like successful women who just feel a little lonely, and you say he's providing a service. You said women get taken care of, get treated like royalty, get treated very decently. You're saying in a very chivalrous manner, and he gets paid. You know what I'm saying? And he gets a little bit of booty too. So, but those are the main characters that I would like to focus on. Main projects that I have that are focusing on like I'm using on Latino characters or main characters at least. So thank you very much for tuning into this latest episode of the Rough Draft. If you would like copies of my latest novel, Second Chance Points, it is available in paperback format. So you know where you can go get copies of it. Amazon.com, Barnes and Noble's Books a Million, and I believe also on bookshop.org. The book is also available in ebook format. So you know where you go to get copies of that to download it. You can go to Kindle, Nook, Kobo, Apple Books, Scribd, and internationally to Toledo and Vivleo. Second Chance Points is also available in ebook format for libraries. So you know we can go and get that. Overdrive, Hoopla, Baker and Taylor, Biblioteca, and also BorrowBox internationally for the UK and Australia. If you are watching this on YouTube or Vimeo, you know what you need to do. Like the video, please comment, let me know what you think about it. Definitely subscribe and share. Press the notification button. So again, celebrating Latino Heritage Month, celebrating my upcoming birthday. So you know how I owe this. You know how I always end this. You say, keep your fist raised. I'm always on my literary grind, and I'll catch y'all soon. Thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of the Rough Draft, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.